What's going on, people? Well, getting it in again, and I'm dropping a bit of a random video to discuss the current news with the military fitness assessment. So I heard from two very good sources that the army is no longer doing the 2 kilometer run, which is the best effort cardiovascular fitness assessment that you do as part of your assessment centre, and they're just going to stick with the Bleep test now. Same for the RAF, you're no longer going to do a 1.5 mile run. You're just going to do the Bleep test. Now, is this good? Is this bad? I don't know. I'm going to share my thoughts on it and what I prefer out of the two, because there's people that are better at different ones, and this could have a big impact on people passing assessment centres and getting into the military, really. So it's something that needs to be discussed. So let's do it. So guys, if you're new here, my name is Kyle. I used to be in the British Army, and now my current role is to prepare people that are going through the application process with their fitness, their application itself, and academic, confidence-based stuff, soft skills, all them sorts of things that you require to be part of the British Armed Forces. Now, one of my roles that comes along with that is speaking to careers officers, speaking to candidate managers, speaking to different people from the armed forces as a whole, and finding out what's going on and stuff like that. And what I like to do is share that with you guys, because some of this stuff doesn't get mentioned. It's not secret or anything like that. Sometimes it just gets forgotten about, and I think you guys as candidates sometimes need to know this stuff before you go to assessment centres and then find out on the day, and then you're shitting yourself and you're panicking because you haven't prepped for the right fitness assessment, you haven't prepped for the 2 kilometer run, or you haven't prepped for the Bleep test and you don't know which one you're doing. So I think this is beneficial for everyone. Now, like I said, the army has stopped the 2 kilometer run, and the reason behind this is it's just easier to manage. I think with COVID doing what it's doing at the moment, it's becoming very difficult for them to get back to the 2 kilometer run. So I think they have seen that the Bleep test is a good test of cardiovascular fitness, and they're going to stick with it, and I assume the RAF are doing the exact same thing. Now, is this good? I think not. I prefer the 2 kilometer run, and I normally can get a pretty decent time on the 2 kilometer run, so I'll put that on the screen for you now. So if it was my choice, I would like to do the 2 kilometer run. I think the reason behind this is because the 2 kilometer run is just a flat out run. You don't have to turn and use like agility, balance, them sort of things as much as what you have to do on the Bleep test. Now, the Bleep test is a bit of a beast when it starts getting quite quick, because the turning becomes vitally important, and this is when a lot of people start to fail. So what I found is people that haven't maybe played sport as much in their early years, they don't have the agility and the balance to turn as efficiently as they should do on the line, which ultimately slows them down. And if you're trying to achieve scores like 11.3, you need to be doing well at this. So the current pass time for most army job roles is 6.7 on the Bleep test, and for infantry it's 8.7, and for paras it's 11.3, I think. So a wide spread there, and a lot of different ability levels. The RAF pass time for all males between 16 and 20, I think it is 9.7, which is absolutely crazy. And Royal Marines is 11. The Navy are not adopting the Bleep test at the moment. So what sort of training should we be doing then? Well, I've spoken about this at length in a couple of videos now. The first things we need to be doing is going to be our long, steady runs, exactly like I'm doing now, keeping heart rate very, very low, and just building on aerobic capacity and stamina, and just being able to run for a long period of time. And then the other part of our training we need to be doing is going to be our intervals, our very high intensity sort of runs, like our tempo runs, building that lactic acid threshold. So when we get to these later levels and we're tired, we can continue to go even though we're really, really tired. The other thing we need to practice as well is going to be our turning on the spot, making sure that we can turn. So what I would advise is, when you're doing your intervals, is put out like a Bleep test sort of thing and practice your turns. So guys, that's it for today's video. Just wanted to drop this little bit of information for you so you knew what the hell was going on, and you should go there, and you can properly prepare for your assessment centres and stuff like that. So if you didn't like this one, please give it a like and possibly subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.